I want to apply things that I'm learning and not just learning it and, you know what I mean, like not doing nothing with it, because if that's the case, what's the point?
I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta.
I really tried to do this video like 3 times yesterday and it just was not happening. That is on my notes from yesterday, and I was trying to do the video. And I felt like I was jumping all over the page. So I was like, you know what? Let me get some better organization in how I want to do this video. And then I'm going to write it down and dim it down to something that's a little bit more easier to put together. I think I had a day yesterday and a little bit of today too. I just needed to relax. I needed to let my brain relax, and I'm a natural overthinker and I overthink everything. I believe I did a video on overthinking and stuff like that. It does not always end well for me because I overthink. I have the ability to overthink myself into a mood or something that I don't need to be in, and I recognize that. It comes so natural sometimes I don't even realize that I be doing it until I'm at the point where I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, what is wrong with me? And then I realize, like, okay, you're doing it again. And I catch myself, like, it's getting easier for me to catch myself. I'm wearing rubber bands now on my braces. This is even one of my affirmations that I keep in the bathroom. It says, don't let your mind control your mind, don't let it control you. And that's still something that I'm not gonna lie, I'm still dealing with. Oh yeah, I got this mark on my head because I got a habit sometimes of tying my scarf too tight, and then it leaves like a knot on my head, and then when the knot goes down it leaves like a mark. So that's fine. I'm really able to start looking at myself from the outside in and just realizing that certain things that I thought I knew all about, like confidence and stuff like that, really goes a lot deeper than what I thought it did. And I think it took me just a while to realize I had to really go in within myself and really understand and pinpoint certain things that I had to realize was the root of my actual problems and like going on in my mind, and just like, you know, like I said, confidence and realizing what that really was, and realizing the things that I allowed to change about myself, like the way I believed in myself and the way I looked at myself, because I only was looking at myself from the inside, not from the outside. And I feel like now that I'm able to start going deeper within myself to be able to even look at myself from the outside, is like just recognizing a lot about yourself. And maybe to some people that's not really nothing, but it means something to me, if you can understand what I'm talking about. I had a lot of things going on in my mind and in my head that was just, I was allowing it to be the source of my procrastination, because I'm in my mind. I was just allowing my mind to just take over and just put me in moods, and like I was going through days where I felt like I was depressed and like I really didn't like want to get out my bed. I think it was a few days where I actually didn't get out my bed, and I just dealt with it. And I always know how to deal with it. Like I can pull myself out of anything, but it just was reoccurring so much, and it was more often than normal. And I caught myself doing things, and I caught myself feeling ways that was just like, are you going through something? Are you really okay? Is this your feelings? And I'm walking around, I'm like what is wrong with me? Like, what is wrong with me? And I'm not gonna lie, it was exhausting. And it can be exhausting because you just like, you're trying to unpack so many different things about yourself, and realizing that things go deeper than what they seem, especially when it comes to shadow work and trying to do things to improve yourself as a person and be as authentic as you can. I was just in a state of just like like really like almost self-sabotaging, because I allowed myself not to be at my fullest potential. I knew something was wrong, you know what I mean? Like I knew something periodically had been becoming wrong, and it's just me just being all in my head. I was having a hard time with meditating every day and keeping my mind right and keep my mind focused and things like that. And now I'm getting to that point where I'm getting back into it and I'm taking control of that again, and not allowing myself to just be sucked up and distracted in what was going on with me internally, which was really nothing but me just overthinking everything. I do it so much that I really just think that it's something that's normal, and it's just like, girl, relax. I think that I need to change my diet as well, and I have been like working towards that, but it's days where I was going through those days that I was having, and like some days I didn't want to cook, so some days I would just like sleep and then not eat nothing, or I would like just go and buy something that was quick, like, and a lot of stuff that's not good for you. Like I was eating a lot of like fried stuff and just stuff that probably was not helping my mood and me within myself. Definitely need to switch up my eating habits and make like a list of different things that I want to start like eating or incorporating and stuff like that, and slowly but surely like getting all that stuff every time I go to the market, and just like get a little here and there until I like kind of take over how my eating habits have been. And like I've been like getting like my healthy stuff like walnuts and I like stuff like that, and like dry fruits and stuff like that, but it's just like sitting there and I'm not really eating it. So I really need to start. I mean, I normally take it to lunch, not to lunch, but to work as like snacks and stuff like throughout my shift, so I can have something that's not like I'm just eating junk all the time. And was saying I was gonna do this, but like I said, just allow myself to even just overthink everything and just being in that state, just at that time I'm just like fuck it. So I had, like I said, I had to really like pull myself out of that, and I've really been going through a lot of like unpacking like just traumas and stuff like that, and like childhood things and things that I'm unlearning, things that I'm relearning, things that I'm learning just in general, and having to teach myself through a lot of things, and not always having somebody that I can vent to in that kind of way. Is just like, it's easy for me to overthink, because to me, I'm the only person that I got that I can talk to, so I'm resolving it within myself, dealing with it all within myself, and I know how to get past stuff. But I just got in that period where I was just allowing my overanalyzation and my overthinking to really just like take over, and I don't like how it's been feeling, and I've definitely been recognizing it, and I want to pull myself out, and I want to apply things that I'm learning, and not just learning it and, you know what I mean, like not doing nothing with it, because if that's the case, what's the point? So I think that I am definitely continuously entering new stages, the inner things and the like situations that I have been doing, like past situations and stuff like that, to continue to shape me any longer, because it's not doing any justice for me, and I know this. So I cannot be preaching about wanting to be a better person and want to be excuse me, want to do all these different type of things and reach all these different goals, when I'm allowing myself to be overcome by these things that don't even mean nothing to me. Yes, they have made me the person that I am, but I mean nothing to me, as if like I should not be allowing it to take over different areas of different parts of my life, because I always want to grow, and I always want to continue to grow, and allowing myself to be overtaken by just my mind and how far I can go with the thought, just like something need to happen, because eventually it's gonna cost me my sanity. I feel like the way that I'm able to function or operate, just interacting in general, kind because it changes you. Like I already go through a lot of isolation. Like I isolate myself a lot, and I mean, is it really isolation though? Like I'm just really content with being in my own space, and that's cool, but I want to start doing more. I'm actually in the process of getting a second job right now so that I can, you know, like save up more money and just be able to do whatever I want to do, and just not always be so to myself. Like, not, I love being to myself, but like to the point where it's just like I'm in the house so much all day, every single day, that it's just like coping with myself, being my own therapist, and not applying things like meditation and writing in my journal every single day. Because yes, I do write in my journal, but not every single day. Like I write a lot, but a lot of it is like, you know, just ideas or poetry, or I might journal that day, or just thoughts or things that I discover, things that I recognize about myself, and allowing it to no longer shape me in a way to where as though it's not benefiting me, and I want to be able to shape it and shape myself into the point where as though it is benefiting me and I am using it to help me grow as a person. And I even been doing like self-concept videos that really help me realize I'm really a dope ass female. I have way too much, and like so much that I can offer, that is just like I'm almost disrespecting myself by letting myself sit here and do this. And I always find different ways to like get back up and get motivated again, and that's one of the things that I really do love about myself. Because like no matter what, no matter what I've gone through, no matter what I continue to go through, or just like whether I'm dealing with something mentally or just like whatever the case may be, I always can pull myself out of it and just like keep going. And it takes a lot of strength to be able to do that, because a lot of people can let situations get the best of them and just over the smallest things sometimes just derail you from what you really should be doing. And I don't want to do that no more. Like, it's cool to say, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but then like when you actually not applying it, it's just like, is you even really being real with yourself anymore at this point? And I feel like I have so many things that I can talk about and that I want to talk about. I just have to allow myself to really sit with that thought and focus on that thought, and not veer off into, oh, and this and this and this and this, because it just leave me wind up being like all over the place. I'm just like really grateful that I'm always able to go within myself and pinpoint my problems and pinpoint the things that I go through and use it to always push me into a better viewing of myself, a better knowing of myself, and really like connecting with who I am. I really do like to dig deep and just evaluate different things have affected me in ways that I didn't think that it did, because what I thought I knew before is like nothing compared to what I'm learning now. I'm really just dissecting every part of me and using it to build me. And like, I don't owe nobody nothing, don't nobody owe me nothing, but I owe it to myself to recognize and know that I am in control of myself, and I can be in control of myself, and like I got this. And it's just, I don't know, I'm a very deep person, and sometimes I don't always know how to go into the topics as far as like really discussing it and getting to what I'm really trying to say. Some of these videos where I'm just sitting and talking, like this is just stuff that I think like, I don't know, like I want to talk about it, and everybody may not want to be into the stuff that I'm into. Like some people don't know how to go within themselves and really get to the root of their issues and work past them, and really like using it to build them as a better person. Some people don't know how to deal with that. Some people don't want to deal with that. Some people rather just not touch on it, leave it alone, because it's like it can be so sensitive. But me, I'd rather go into that shit. Let's talk about it. And I think sometimes I come off as if maybe I don't know how to get into those topics, or maybe I don't go that deep, but I do, and it's something that I really enjoy like talking about. And I mean, I guess that's why I'm so, well, I'm a little bit more comfortable now with like talking on camera, like just talking about it and just sharing it, because I don't really be talking to people like that. I don't really want to, like, the very few people that I feel like I can talk to, I don't want to burden them, like, with the way I be thinking and like the stuff I be wanting to talk about, because like I said, people don't always want to talk about or like hear stuff like that. So it's just a way for me to express things that, I don't know, I just want to put in the words and to like get it off my chest. And I feel like I said this before in another video. Apologize if I did. Oh well. I just know that I have so much that I can achieve if I just like open my mouth and share things and really put out things that I know I'm talented at, that I'm really sleeping on myself with. But that's something that I have to overcome for myself, and I know that everybody's timing is different. And I used to be one of those people that just like wanted to have stuff done by a certain age, and like, you know, I felt like by a certain age you're supposed to be this, that, and the third. As long as you achieve it and you can achieve it, it's the only thing that really matters. For a very long time I was fearful, and I was fearful and afraid of change in ways that would make me better, which is crazy. So many people out here that's just like opening up with their talents and the different things that they know how to do and that they can do, and it's dope. Getting on these videos and just rambling about stuff that I just be wanting to talk about. So it's really no, like, I mean, the whole point of the video was to just talk about overcoming my mind, because I did allow my thoughts to like take me to a place to where as though like I was starting to recognize like I wasn't even caring no more. Like I just wasn't caring. But I do care, and I know I care, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be the one feeling like, dang, I had so many ample opportunities to do this, that, and the third, and did I do it? No. And that do not make me feel good about myself. So, and I know like people struggle with like mental health and just not letting their mind like take over them and just quitting that life. I think a lot of us think that we go through it alone when there's so many people that feel the same way that we feel. And I feel like I probably said this in the video before, but it's the truth. I came across so many people that I feel like I can relate to just with things I be going through with myself on YouTube, and I just be subscribing because I be feeling like we connected, even though you don't even know me. But it's just like, you never really know. You never really know. Like, you never know what nobody going through. That's why I always try to watch how I treat people. Even if you treating me a certain type of way, like, I'm gonna consider what you might be going through first. But at so many times you just gonna get that same attitude back from me, because you're not just gonna keep overplaying my kindness. And people do take your kindness for weakness. This is literally a thing, and I think I've said it in like my past few videos, probably just like I repeated other stuff that I said in my past few videos, that I always get awkward when it's time to end the video and close the video out. And not only that, this is also helping me learn how to be creative and learn how to like really express myself, because I can really have a hard time trying to explain stuff and get stuff out, and doing it like this is really giving me some sort of organization, because I'm allowing myself to open up and talk about different things that I just be wanting to like talk about and get off my chest. Like, yeah, I can talk to myself in private. I do that already. I'm not crazy, but some people might consider me to be crazy, but that's their opinion. What you want me to do about that? Everybody's perception is different, and my perception is that I'm not crazy, but if I was crazy, I would have a reason to be. It makes me feel like I have order going on within myself, because I'm allowing this to be released. I mean, it's kind of like a relief, like, but yeah, some of the things that, like the deeper topics, I'm not going to go into detail. How past traumas or childhood traumas contribute to certain things, but those traumas are something that I'm not going to be touching on. That's just a little too deep to be opening up about, unless like me and you here with it and I know I can trust you, you can trust me. If I open up to you about this, you won't keep your mouth shut about it. But other than that, I still will talk about the topics, just not in depth to it. But I don't think I got nothing else to say. But thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Why are these batteries die so quick? Like, I don't understand.